What's up, everybody? Dulp666 here. I am back again for yet another update. As I speak, it is currently 11:53 p.m. on February 28th. Didn't really see the end of the month coming, so I'm a little late, but at least I started filming before the month is out. So got a nice little all 70s update for you guys today. And the soundtrack for today is Flower. They're like a crust band. I'll definitely give you guys some links for them as well. I've been enjoying them a lot lately, so definitely go be sure to check them out. Got a nice little buzz. Feeling nice and easy right now. Let's get right into it, guys. But first, you know how I like to do it. Already popped this one, but cheers, guys. We've got some space dust. I'm gonna try my best with this angle, guys. It's a new angle. Still keeping it real. Alright, cool. Let's get right into it, guys. First up, we have the Eerie Midnight Horror Show from 1974. Trash Palace release. Should definitely put their link in there so you guys can go check them out too. They're a great website to go order films from. This is like your run-of-the-mill Exorcist ripoff. You know, it comes from the year right after and whatnot. It's definitely a lot cheesier, definitely a lot less cohesive, pretty laughable at times, but I definitely thought it was worth checking out. At the very least, one of the better ones I ordered from Trash Palace recently. So I would definitely recommend that one. Hope you guys can see the cover okay. I was working on making sure that I knew how to hold it so that the glare wouldn't go so bad. I was checking out the shot beforehand, but hope you guys can see the postcards. There's some really cool ones in this update. I was just telling my dad about this one. This one came out the year before Texas Chainsaw Massacre. We have 3 On A Meathook. And this one is like, in my opinion, it's kind of like slept on. Like, it's definitely a little dry, a little drawn out, but like stylistically, I think it holds up. And there's definitely some good kills in it as well. Like, this is definitely a really, really cool proto-slasher. Yeah, and it's actually made by, what's this guy's name? William Girdler. My dad actually put me in the knowing that this is the same guy that made Abby, otherwise known as the Black Exorcist, and it's like this great possession movie with blaxploitation themes all throughout. And that's one of like my favorite movies of all time. My dad showed that to me a really long time ago, and I've always loved it. And I did not know until he had told me this is actually made by the same person. So, yeah, a little more rounded, a little less, I would say, controversial, but still a pretty good proto-slasher. I really enjoyed it. So, 3 On A Meathook. Alright, I've been sitting on this one for a little while. I've been watching it a lot. I didn't review it in December because, like, I didn't get to watch it with my mom until the end of December, and she really wanted to watch it with me. It doesn't have a cover. I don't remember where I ordered this from. I might be able to remember and put it in the description later if I think about it a little bit. But this is Home for the Holidays from 1975, I believe. And this is a made-for-TV slasher movie. You guys know I fucking love the slashers, so it's just like I keep tracking more and more down. But truly, this one was just really, really good. It's like really dry, obviously very tame because it's a TV movie. But I just thought that it had a really, really good atmosphere and that the acting wasn't so bad, and that, the twist at the end was not so bad either. You know, it's a TV movie. This is like the great-grandmother of all Lifetime movies, really, but I liked it. Alright, it's always cool to find something from Something Weird Video. I don't know if this company is still around anymore, but I watched a lot of great films from them growing up because my dad would order from them here and there. I found this recently. Christ, I don't remember where I fucking found this. I might have ordered this. I think I did order this off of eBay, actually. This is Axe from 1974 or 75, I believe. It's got to be one of those years. I've seen a bunch of sources saying, like, different, one or the other, so I'm kind of just, like, winging it. It's either one of those 2 years. But this is like another proto-slasher, a very early one. Came out a year or two after Texas Chainsaw Massacre, so it's kind of like, going off of those coattails there. But it's not really super similar to that, really. It's more of like a psychodrama character study sort of thing with slasher elements. And I don't know, I like it. It bears a really strong resemblance to this other 70s film called Scream Bloody Murder. It's very interesting 70s proto-slasher as well. But both of those films seem to go hand in hand theme-wise and vibe-wise. Just a really interesting, more gritty proto-slasher slash character study. I liked it. Axe, 1974/1975. Still not really sure. And as if I couldn't have brought it up enough times in this update, I found this interesting edition of Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I don't know what these type of cases are. It's just this interesting edition. I found this for $1. It was totally intact and in really good condition. And has some cool art. You know, it's got some ground beef on the back there. I thought that was cool. Kind of got this silhouette of Leatherface back there. And then it's got this cool little booklet. And I did watch this. It's not even a booklet. It's like 4 panels. It's like a little letter. Painstakingly restored. I can tell you right now that this is one of the very worst prints I have of this movie. I watched this print the other night, and it's just, I could not see a thing. It was horrible. There's way, way, way better restorations out there, but still, really cool release, just physical, you know, packaging-wise. I like to own, you know, most of these main series, as many editions as I can, so there's another one for Texas Chainsaw. I mean, you know, it was used, it's $1. What more could you ask for? Okay, next up we have from 1977, later 70s, we have Ruby with Piper Laurie, the mom from Carrie. This is a similar supernatural character study, psychodrama sort of thing. The character interactions in this movie are really, really, you know, important. It's definitely a dry, more, you just really have to pay attention. It's kind of a subtle film. It's definitely horrific. I liked it a lot, but I'm definitely going to have to pay this one a visit to really, really get the full effect out of it, I think. I did like it, but I don't know. I feel like some of it's just kind of going over my head, I guess. I'll have to rewatch it again. But happy to own Ruby, 1977. This one I've owned for a very, very long time in an Alpha Video Grindhouse 5-pack. And the print in that is really, really bad. Luckily, this one was a little better. We have yet another from TrashPalace.com of Keep My Grave Open from 1976. Yet another proto-slasher slash psychodrama character study. We have the main character who is obviously mentally ill, and we're just kind of watching them go through their day and suddenly happen upon people, you know, in variously killed fucking methods, you know, like people just dead corpses, you know, here and there, and she doesn't know what happened, and as it turns out, it's obviously her. You know, I'm not spoiling too much. This movie is extremely, extremely dry, and you can obviously tell what's going on the entire time. The whole thing, there is no twist. It just kind of ends out of nowhere, which I guess you can kind of qualify as a twist, but it's just a very, very strange, dry, and incohesive. Totally, there's no flow. I don't really know what's going on still, and I've watched this a lot of times, but I'm happy to own a better print of it, so I guess I can study it a little bit more in the future, because for some reason it has that gritty 70s charm that I really like. Yet another one. We have I Dismember Mama. This is yet another kind of psychosexual drama slash proto-slasher from 1974. I don't know if I already said the year or not. But this one's kind of like, this one's a lot more sleazy than I would say than like any of the others in this update. It's definitely a lot more just like focused on the sexual and just depraved, deviant, you know, sort of elements. And it doesn't really show a lot. There's not a whole lot going on here, but it just definitely is more of a dirty feeling film. And if you're into that sort of sleazy stuff, I would definitely seek this one out. And look no further than TrashPalace.com. I haven't looked around for it in any other print, but theirs is serving me just fine. I liked it. Okay, we have, I know I always do this to you guys, but I have an action movie that I feel qualifies, you know, for this update. We have Death Wish from 1974 with Charles Bronson. This movie is just a body count, you know, festival. The first in a long line of really, really cool, you know, just body count sort of action movies starring Charles Bronson, and he has other, you know, series as well, but this is the one that I've gotten into first, and I've just really, really liked this one a lot. He's just going out in New York and just plugging people that deserve it, and it's wonderful. It's totally wonderful. You got to watch it, you know, see the setup. You'll really, really love it. It's just a great action movie with just a gritty 70s proto-slasher edge, because that body count just don't lie, man. Get it. Get Death Wish. And with the last one we have here, I never, ever, ever thought that I would order something on the internet and a Sinister Cinema DVD would show up on my door, but that's what happened with The Next Victim. I think this one is from 1974, but I could be wrong. This is a really, really dry, giallo sort of movie. Not to say that I didn't like it, it's just definitely on the earlier side of giallos, you know, stylistically, and very, very dry. Not a whole lot going on, lots of off-screen killings. It's just very stylistically driven. I don't know, I like that sort of stuff. It's been growing on me a lot more in the last few years, but I understand a lot of people don't really like this. I just really enjoy watching the elements of slasher films develop in giallos before they were ever, like, you know, even really conceived of as a formal, you know, art form / genre. So I don't know. Slasher films are obviously my favorite. You guys can see that most of the films in this update are at least slasher adjacent to some degree, and this one's no exception. I definitely think you should go check it out if you're a diehard of Italian, you know, proto-horror, or sorry, not proto-horror, proto-slashers. And that is going to wrap it up, guys. I know it's a little brief, but I feel like it was a pretty good update. Lots of obscure films on this one, not necessarily anyone's really talking about too often, so yeah, be sure to go out and seek those out as best as you can. You know, hit the internet if you're really serious about collecting. Just go out and find it, because that stuff's out there, and it's not always worth an arm and a leg. You can always just track things down for a deal here and there if you just keep hunting. And I feel like that's kind of just like what keeps me going. I really love the hunt. So if you guys are still collecting, do it. Go for the hunt. And go watch some horror movies tonight, and I will see you guys next time. Take care, guys. Duel 666 out.